What is up? It is a lunch hour here on Dynasty Pylon. We are doing the Tennessee Titans today. So, yeah. We're here. We're doing them. Look, not a lot of excitement, okay? What can I say? Last season, Titans missed out from the playoffs for the first time in almost 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since 2018. So, which is crazy because they were entering the season at pretty good pace at 7-3. And then I think like after week 12, they just decided to fall on their faces. So I can't explain what just happened, but I could have an idea. A lot of it might have been from the line being just disrupted and being hurt, but they didn't do so hot. Eventually the season ended up from 7-3 to 7-10. So that is quite the losing streak.
And that's just a year removed from being the number one seed in the AFC.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, it's crazy. So after not going into the playoffs, right away they started making some moves. They hired a new GM, I think. Ronald Garfin,
new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Tim Kelly.
Yep.
So things were moving right away there in Music City, Tennessee. So yeah, I mean it's not entirely too perfect of what they've done. I know the fact that they lost some linemen here with Ben Jones and Taylor Lewan, and now while Dennis Bailey's in Arizona now, and who else went to Chicago? Nate Davis. So all of them left. So the line kind of like and players just kind of like, all right, well, we're done here. Not only that, last year they also traded AJ Brown away, which we've seen him do success in Eagles. So, but what do they also bring in for that time being? They brought in Treylon Burks. So he's supposed to be the heir apparent to AJ Brown. Grabbing him in the 18th round and the first, or the 18th pick with the first round, should ideally be what they are looking for. Hopefully, this is the season to do it. But I don't really think with these quarterback room it's going to be. See a little bit of light with him, and we did see some good, positivity that he might break out. But he did get injured, so that kind of sucks for him. So yeah, going in, I think they had 6 round draft picks this year, being at like the 11th, I think. So they also Corey Davis is also gone too, right? So was also gone. Was it last year or the year before that? I can't remember what year it was.
I can't remember either off the top of my head.
Yeah, so he was also gone shortly after getting drafted in 2017, actually. So it's kind of been a weird situation for the Tennessee Titans. So go ahead, Mark. Give them the rookies that just came in, and then we'll talk about the free agents and what moves they made in the offseason.
Okay. Hold on one sec here. All right. So they had 6 total picks. Their first pick, despite all the controversy, or not controversy, but the leaks that they might be in talks with trading with the Cardinals to jump up to the 3rd spot, they did not. They stuck with the 11th, and they got Peter Skoronsky, guard out of Northwestern. And then it ended up working out because they ended up trading up in the 2nd round with Houston and were able to land Will Levis, QB out of Kentucky. Then with the number 81 pick, we got Tajay Spears from Tulane, running back. And then they got Josh Weil, tight end, Cincinnati. Jalen Duncan, offensive tackle out of Maryland. Colton Dwell, wide receiver out of Martin.
Yeah, so a lot of pieces that were kind of questionable. I see the guard and I see the tackle. Not so much the tight end. Why? They have a Quanco who's pretty good. He's a sophomore coming in, and he did pretty good. Tajay Spears, I do see. The Will Levis one, I don't really care much for. I don't look for anybody who thought he was going to be in the first round. I was not supporting that at all. And when people were saying, "Oh, he's going to be top 5," like, yeah, you're definitely crazy. Oh, he's going to be top 5 or top 10. I could give you that, but I still don't think it's going to be possible. And then there was those who was like anywhere in the first round. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see it maybe, but still, I hope that he doesn't go in the first round because I don't see that talent out of him. His release is different. It's and so far coming out of camp, nothing great is happening. So I just don't see that he's going to be the guy. I don't see, like, do I like Peter Skowronski being there? Yes, absolutely. I think he's going to be a really good guard. He could play tackle if he wanted to, but I'm pretty sure he's going to stick at guard. So, but Will Levis is going to be it's going to be a project any different from freaking Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill. I expect Ryan Tannehill to be the guy. For how long is the key question. So Malik Willis was presumably the starter there towards the end, and then they just kind of benched him. They just don't believe in him, or he just wasn't ready. So do I see Tajay Spears eventually becoming this running back workhorse? Eventually, yes. Once Derrick Henry leaves, I don't know how long they're shopping him around. So I don't know what to really feel and think about this organization moving forward. Do I like a few players there? Yeah. But it's just nothing that I feel like it's a big move. Like, they didn't make any big moves on free agency either, really. I'm trying to find out what they brought in, and I can't see anything that kind of really splashes.
I can look real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that they brought in didn't they bring in Tunskill? Or no, Tunskill they lost, right? Daniel Tunskill they brought in, I think, to a 1 year.
All right. So they got their new left tackle, Andre Dillard, from the Eagles. They brought him in on a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
They brought in outside linebacker Arden Key. They brought in Brunskill, which you already mentioned, Aziz Al-Shair, Luke Gifford, Sean Bunting, Chris Moore, Nick Westbrook, Tavon Wesley. Yeah, not big names, that's for sure.
Yeah. If anything, they lost their guys. Like, Chris Moore's there.
Yeah.
Cool,
Corey
they
Levin.
lost Austin Hooper. They lost Bud Dupree. They lost David Long. They lost DeMarcus Walker. And they lost Nate Davis, who we mentioned before. It was just like, Andre Dillard is probably a good asset. It's just like nothing that's like
at guard.
Yeah, you know, and cap wise, I think they are not entirely too broke, but I think they're sitting at 10 million. So get Levis on the field day 1.
Spears won ACL.
Yeah, how about no ACL?
Well, he has one in the other knee.
Well, yeah, but still, it just, I don't know. I just think that it's going to be to a situation where they're desperate and they might make some moves during the season. I don't see depth, and I see this team in full-on rebuild mode, just because of what they're doing. So it's just interesting to see what's going on there. Their draft picks are making kind of sense, but again, I don't feel confident in what they're doing.
Love Treylon Burks in 2023. Braden says they had 10.5 million.
Yeah, it was like 10 something. Yeah, so
Tennessee should accepting the fact that they are bottom 10 team in the league. I mean,
absolutely,
kind of hard to argue. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna be like between 5 and 10. Oh, I know their division sucks, and I think the only ones pulling it away is Jacksonville. But I think the other teams are going to struggle as well. So we'll see how we'll look at the schedule here, but I think they're going to be somewhere 8 or 9. You know, just ahead of a few other teams that we have, which I've mentioned too. So yeah. But overall, I don't know. Let's just get into their depth chart because I don't know.
We're already kind of talking about it. Might as well just dive into it.
Yeah, like we're talking about it, and also, who cares? I just.
All right. So offense, we got Ryan Tannehill, Malik Will Levis. I have Will Levis as a third string
led by
quarterback.
Mike Vrabel, Tim Kelly, and
Good
Shane
Lord.
Bowen. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
I have Will Levis as the third string quarterback. That's awesome.
I have him as second.
It's gonna be second. Malik Willis might not even make the team, so that's why I think it's funny and weird. And then you have the unknown of Derrick Henry because wait, what is he gonna? Is he gonna be there? Is he getting traded? Don't know.
I don't know.
But you got Tajay. Why can I not say this guy's name?
Tajay
Spears. And Hassan Haskins, who you like both of. And then
I
got
do.
Julius Chestnut hanging around in the 4th spot.
I just need to see what they do. I mean, obviously Tannehill's gonna. I presumably think that Tannehill's gonna be the starter. Protected behind Andre Dillard, Peter Skoronski, Aaron Brewer, Daniel Brunskill, who they just acquired, and Nicholas. Oh, damn it. I knew his name was going to pull up. We talked about this guy before. It's Nicholas Petit-Frere.
Something like that.
We're going to call him Nick.
Frere.
Look, Nick, get inside right tackle.
Nicholas.
Yeah, all right. Get
right tackle Nicholas.
It's just like, dude, Treylon Burks and Kyle Phillips were like the rookies of last year. They were like, oh, Kyle Phillips is going to be better than Treylon Burks. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Let's just give it some time.
Martin is very much in this camp because Kirk Cousins is watched, said, what do you guys think of Hendog? 2 sides. I'm seeing people who think this is his last productive year and others who think he has 2 to 4 more in the tank. I believe you're leaning on this being his last productive year for Travis Henry. God damn it. I hate my life.
For Travis,
I'm leaving.
Henry.
I'm leaving. I'm out. It was fun, guys. Have a good day.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm done. On that note, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
He brought him back.
Not even like
we haven't seen this guy in years.
It's just in my
Travis
brain.
Henry, everybody.
It's just
Mark created this guy because he had Derrick Henry.
I hate it.
And Travis Kelce, and he can't say Travis Henry.
Oh.
So I made the time of making the ultimate running back / tight end, Travis Henry. The best player that's never played.
Madden superstar right here.
Titans, man. Oh my God!
I just don't understand why.
I seriously thought that one was dead. I really
no hesitation. It just came to Travis Henry. I was like, God damn it.
Oh my God! Travis Henry, everybody. The best player that never played. He could run. He could catch. He could truck you. He does it all.
He says still going to be rated 89 on Madden. Probably.
He does it. Travis Henry. All right.
Anyway.
I completely forgot what the hell we were talking about.
We were talking about Derrick Henry. And whether you think he has 1 year or 2 to 4 more. And I'm pretty sure you're in the camp of 1 year.
Derrick Henry, I think he's on the 1 year. Is he going to be in the league? Absolutely. He'll hit about 1,500 yards this year. And I think that's his last year, probably hitting over between 15 to 2,000. So I'm on that boat. Now he can be an outlier. He has the potential of being an outlier and play well over his 30s. I mean, I see that, but I still think that he's going to start splitting time with another running back if he does go somewhere. So yeah, that's what I do believe. But we'll see. I mean, time will tell. I think this is why they went after Tajay Spears, and Hassan Haskins is just as big as him. But we still have to see what he is. We only saw like a little bit out of him, and we don't really know yet. So for Dynasty, he might be a good pickup. Hassan Haskins, he probably is laying there somewhere, so could take a stab at him. Why not? But receiver wise, there's nothing special. Okonkwo is going to be their guy with an addition of Treylon Burks. So offensively, I'm worried. But for fantasy purposes, you're only getting Burks, maybe Phillips, Okonkwo, Derrick Henry. So
Derrick Henry's even there.
Say what?
Still up. I said Derrick Henry's even there. That's still, last I heard, they're trying to trade him.
If they trade him, I can't even like imagine where he'd go right now. Like I've seen places where he might be able to go. Now I still feel like the Cardinals will make a move. They have the money.
I keep hearing Cowboys still.
Cowboys can be one. I don't know.
I think at this point though, the cheaper option would be to just re-sign Zeke for them though.
I agree. Yeah, it's kind of the way. But hey, it is what it is. That's the offense there. Kind of easy. Not a lot going on. So let's move on with the defense. So I have a 3-4. I don't know what you have over there.
I have a 3-4 as well.
Okay. So Danico Autry, Thierry Tart, and Jeffrey Simmons are down linemen. And right behind them at the 4 linebackers are Harold Landry, Monte Rice, Aziz Al-Shir, and Arden Key, who they just acquired from Jacksonville. So yes, thank you for bringing that up.
I was waiting for the defense before.
So was I. So, Christian Fulton and also Sean Murphy-Bunn, who I think is pretty good, and the safeties Amani Hooker and Kevin Byard with a nickel back of Roger McCreary. So defense is looking a lot better than what their offense is. Do I see that trade? That's a possibility. And I think they were shopping it last year, but it kind of died really quickly after the injuries. So
yeah. If he were to leave though, this defense would take a hit though.
It would, because they need all of these guys. Like all these names are pretty good. Like I've seen these names on leaderboards at some point. Jeffrey Simmons definitely one of them. Harold Landry, Aziz Al-Shir. So it's just if they trade him, they better get something worth it, and they better be smart about it, because they're in full rebuild mode, and I don't think they realize it right now.
I mean, they're close to definitely being in full rebuild. I mean,
I think they already are. That offense is atrocious.
Yeah, but I feel like one off season could turn it around. Especially if they do terrible.
I'd say
if they do terrible this year. Bringing Caleb Williams, you're not going to tell me that's suddenly not a way better offense under Caleb Williams?
If you bring in Caleb Williams and you bring in another younger running back, because I'm scared that outside of Derrick Henry, they don't have any run game. I can't
like the 2 guys underneath them.
I do, but I don't have enough to feel confident that I can just absolutely just put my entire Dynasty franchise on these guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
So it's like, maybe the word atrocious is too strong. I would say they're in the worried category right
He says, "Looks like this team needs Marlon Mack."
Yeah, they need bring him back. That guy runs sleeper. I swear to God, there's always an idiot. There's always one idiot bringing freaking Marlon Mack in there. It's like,
right.
But it's just I'm in a worried spot. Do I like Treylon Burks? Okonkwo, yes, obviously. Those two I'm not even worried about. They're young. They're going to be there for the next couple, 2-3 seasons. But they need to make some moves here. Offensively, I think defense can hold its own, but the problem is they don't have depth chart. Or they don't have depth behind them.
Nope.
So, yeah. I don't know. Outside of that, what do you feel?
Well, I definitely feel like the defense. I feel like they're lucky they're in a not very competitive division, being in the AFC South. We'll still look at their schedule later, but I feel like defensively they should be good. I just, like you said, I worry about this offense.
Yeah.
You know, he was hitting Marlon.
But I'm listening, man. I'm listening.
No, I know. No, I'm just saying the offense. It's like I'm not. They could be good. They could not be. There's so many unknowns with the offense. Who's the quarterback? Who's going to be the running back? You know, they have one decent receiver. That's about it. Like, granted, they got a tight end. Again, offensive line. What are we getting there? Again, don't really know because it's pretty young and new. A lot of new faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll just have this. For me, it's a wait and see kind of thing. Like most teams, I can kind of get a pulse on. This is just not one of the teams I can't.
Yeah,
like, I'm leaning towards they're not going to be good, but there's just so many unknowns on the offensive side.
No, I agree.
That it's hard to figure out where they're going to be.
No, I agree. With that being said, I think we should just jump into the schedule and kind of talk about it.
You want to do taking, not taking, and getting?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Go ahead. My bad. I'm just not excited for this team. And I know.
I know. I'm already looking like, not taking pretty stacked.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So how about this? Go ahead. Well, all right. So we're doing Dynasty and IDP. So go ahead and tell me. Because I think, or is it my turn to go first?
Don't matter to me.
I think I went after you and Brian last time.
Yeah, so you go first.
So,
yeah, I went first yesterday. And then
Brandon says, I think the Titans are just playing games this year and not really trying to win. Next year, they have the third most cap space.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's it seems to look that way. I mean,
that's why I said one offseason away. Like if they free up space, they bring in the right people. This could be a good team in 2 years.
But they have to make the right moves. If they don't, then they're going to be screwed.
That's why I said it is a rebuild, but I don't think it's as big of a rebuild. It could be as big of a rebuild as you think it is if they don't do the right moves. But if they do the right ones, it could just be it could be kind of a quick turnaround.
Okay.
But they better do it sooner rather than later because if you wait a couple years, the whole division's going to get really good. So.
Yeah, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are already kind of making the moves to like.
Well, Jacksonville's already there. Houston should be better. The Colts should be better.
Yeah. It's basically a race, and I don't think they are. Everyone's sprinting while they're in a potato sack bag trying to,
right?
Keep up. So, overall, and I know I don't want to be this like a homer pick, but I'll stick with Okonkwo, even though I want to say Treylon Burks, even though they're one and the same. So I think you'll probably take the other guy, but I think those are the ones you kind of want to must have. Like you're gonna take them just because they're young. They were in last year's draft, and they were both productive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you could take one and you have a solid tight end for many years, and he's obviously done enough. I think Okonkwo is going to be be the main tight end that's definitely in your dynasty rosters that you're going to feel comfortable with. Because even with these three quarterbacks, they still managed to get him the ball. Now, we saw a little bit at Treylon Burks. Now, like I said, I'll take a Quanko here, even though I want to say Treylon Burks, but I don't want to say that because of my dynasty league. So, yeah. I'll take my must-have as a Quanko here.
Okay.
My gamble on here, man. Maybe, no, that's too much of a gamble. I was going to say Hassan Haskins, but that might be too much of a gamble. I'll take Kevin Byard or Amani Hooker, one of those safeties. I think I'll take Kevin Byard because if they do trade him, I think it's a team that they're going to need him,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to want him to make the push to the win, and he'll be a valuable asset there, and I don't think he'll ever come off the field. So I'll take Kevin Byard as my gamble, despite maybe he might get traded, but I think he'll still be productive. And the guy I'm not taking in dynasty leagues is I'm not taking any of these quarterbacks. Just I know too old, don't like, and I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my three.
It's not a bad three. So a person I'm absolutely taking, since you didn't take him, and it leaves me no other choice, I'm gonna say Treylon Burks.
Yeah, that's why I left it open. But I wanted to hear your
ugh.
side of it. So I that's
No, I like Treylon Burks coming in. Now, granted, well, hopefully the quarterback situation gets figured out, but I think he's clearly the number one receiver. He will get the targets, and I think he will have the production.
mm-hmm.
My gamble. So hard.
Yeah.
I think my gamble, I'm going to go maybe Harold Landry.
Okay.
It's a gamble because this guy never stays healthy. Like he's hurt right now as we speak. But I think when he's on the field, he can produce.
Yeah. And he's not too old. He's not too young either.
Yeah, he's 26. He's right in that sweet spot for the linebacker. And I think they're going to be relying on him to get to the quarterback. So I'm going to go Harold Landry. And then the person I'm not taking is going to be any other receiver on this team not named Treylon Burks. Because, good Lord. I don't even know who half these people are, man. Nick Westbrook.
It's just a work in progress. Chris Moore is probably the guy who I think is going to take over.
I agree, but he's like fifth string on mine.
Okay. It's just scary and hard to say, you know, like I expect them to be last in the division. Maybe second to last. Houston might surprise us, to be honest. Like they might be better than what we think. It's just hard to say. It really is. So, but yeah, with that said, let's move on to the schedule. And we'll give our thoughts on that. So, all right. So, with the schedule, they got. Oh crap! Wait, hold on. Do you have the schedule up? I think I got the wrong one.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
So week 1, they are at New Orleans.
Yeah, I have the wrong one.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right. So week 1, they're at New Orleans. Then they come home to play the Chargers. Then they go to Cleveland to play the Browns. Then they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And then they come right down the road from me to play the Indianapolis Colts. Then they go back home to play the Baltimore Ravens. And then they have a fairly early bye at week 7. And then we got home again against Martin's Atlanta Falcons. Then they go to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Then we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. You got Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. You got the Carolina Panthers at home. The Colts at home. In Miami on Monday Night Football. The Houston Texans at home. The Seattle Seahawks at home. The Texans at Houston. And then they end the year at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I had. I had the wrong.
It happens.
I think I had the wrong team up, to be honest. I don't know what the hell I had. So New Orleans, LA, I don't think they'll beat them. I don't think they beat Cleveland. I don't think they beat Cincinnati. They might be able to beat Indy, depending on how well they click and their new new everything really. Baltimore, I don't think they win, so I'm gonna give them Indy. Maybe Tampa Bay. I'll say they split with Indy. 3 with Oh man, this is bad. I see 4 wins, man.
Yeah, it's not looking great. I'm going to say they split with the Texans.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they split with the Colts.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
I think Jacksonville beats them twice.
Mm-hmm.
They
sneak one off with Tampa Bay.
I'm going to give them the Panthers because it's at home. I think I'm at 3.
Okay. So I gave them Tampa Bay with Carolina.
You did give them Tampa Bay.
I can't remember what I said about Tampa Bay. We didn't.
We haven't done
besides
Tampa
the fact
yet.
that they might suck. We haven't done Tampa Bay, right?
No, we haven't done Tampa Bay.
I'm
not expecting a lot from them, but
no.
It's in Tampa. It's in Tampa, so that's the only reason that I'm kind of like, I guess I'll give Tampa the benefit of the doubt for now.
Okay, but you have 3 though, right?
I have 3.
Okay. Well,
I'll just say 4 because I feel like they'll upset at least one person. I don't know which one it'll be, so I'm gonna go 4 total wins.
Okay. Well, we'll go with 4, man. I'm fine with 4, man. We're going with 4. 4 it is.
Yeah, we'll go 4.
All right. So which puts them last in so far in this what we have in our little picture theory here.
Oh, yeah, because we already did the Colts and the.
Yeah, Jags are the last ones. There you go. So you look at our unofficial chart here. These are the teams we've done so far.
Yeah, and they're favored against the Falcons, the Panthers, the Colts, the Texans. And Tampa Bay is a draw. It's a pick 'em.
And who is this by? Is this DraftKings or?
And they say 7.5.
FanDuel or?
Looking at their schedule, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if they if they literally went 4-2 in the division. Like if they swept the Texans and the Colts, it wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me either, but I don't think so, man. Because I'm pretty sure when we talked about the Texans and the Colts, I'm pretty sure
I do like Mike Vrabel as a coach. Outside of this past season, he usually has his players, ready to go. So
But yeah, no, here we are. So look at this division right here.
4.5, 4.
Yeah. They're going to be last. According to what we have them last so far. I think it's average from FanDuel and GM's point bets and DraftKings. Okay. 7.5. What the hell did we do yesterday, man? We just had to look it up. We had to look it up on our own. What did you end up? Who'd you go with yesterday?
No, Braden told me before he left.
Oh, he told you before? Okay, all right.
Yeah. He said theirs was, I think it was 7.5 as well.
Okay. Yeah, I just I don't think it's oh damn, this division sucks, man. But except for the Jags. I think they're gonna make things happen. As for the Titans, we'll see what happens. I think Mark might be right. They might be 1 offseason, 2 off seasons away to actually turn it around, maybe.
If they do the right things. Like I said, they'll have money. Like I said, defense already has pieces in place.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to bring in 1 more, 2 more receivers. Get your quarterbacks. It could be Will Levis. I know you don't like him, but it could be Will Levis. He could be the answer.
Look,
we don't know.
I'm well okay with guys proving me wrong too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And when I'm proven wrong, I'll admit it. I'm not gonna be a sourpuss about it and say, he's unless his name is Bailey Zappi. That's the only guy. It's the only guy.
I don't understand how that guy is doing what he's doing, man.
I don't understand either, right?
He couldn't throw the ball 15 yards in the Senior Bowl. And now he's like taking over Mac Jones' freaking spot. It's insane. I
don't get it either. But other than that, I'm okay with a guy proving me wrong, except for that guy. That guy, I will not give him anything. I will give him any rope, no slack, nothing. I hate that guy. So, anyways, that's it for the Tennessee Titans. We're giving them 4 wins, and we'll see what happens for the rest of this offseason. Who knows in the division? Certain injuries might impact the division. It happens every year. There's always one guy that just blows the entire fantasy football just because of one guy. Like a running back goes down, and then here we are struggling and scraping the bottom of the barrel for running back. So it's before the season even starts in Dynasty League. So that's what I love about it. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for these guys. Don't really, I'm not gonna lie. Other than this guy, I don't really care, right? Let's just be honest.
Hey, if Derrick Henry does play for the team, I can see it 7.5 definitely being their win total. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. Because 2 to 3 games, all they have to do is hand the ball to Henry, and he'll go off for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they'll win.
But I think they shop him, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he's there, if he's not there, then they're lucky to win 4 games.
I'm expecting he won't be.
Unless they get some crazy return for him.
Maybe, but I'm expecting he'll be gone. But we'll see. This might be the shortest episode ever.
It's close.
Well, we try to shoot for 30 minutes for these. That's the ideal, to be honest. Like, we try to shoot these for 30 minutes. So this is actually okay. But we've been talking a little bit more with chat and everything. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just pretty close. So, anyways, that's it. That's Tennessee Titans. We'll break down. Who do we got Thursday? We got the Lions.
Yeah, Thursday. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, the Lions should be fun.
First big heavy hitter. Excited.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully you keep that streak going, man. But for Thursday we have that. But tomorrow we're gonna do. I know Tank doesn't like doing divisions, but I kind of do. But we're gonna twist it up tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the division. Which one is that? We'll talk about that tomorrow. But then we'll have a mini draft, but just of those division players, no QBs. No QBs because there's only 4 to 8 if we do decide to do the same North and the same North, both North or both East, both West, both South. But I'm gonna keep it to the 4 teams.
That's fine. So, I like it. We get rid of the QB, but we add the IDP, so it evens out. Yeah,
exactly. So you'll have like a linebacker that outweighs some of the running backs, maybe, or something. We'll see. We'll do that way. And I'll add more time because I know it's gonna be
unless there's a way to freaking.
However, no, I think there's an option though. You can actually go by teams though.
Okay, well, I'll check that out then.
Something fell in my room, but okay,
All right.
behind my green screen.
So, all right.
I don't know what that was, but all right.
Let's do the send off.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night as we do our normal Wednesday night shenanigans. We are. What are we at? 12 away now? Are we at 12 away?
Oh, I'll check it a little bit.
I put it up as our home page now, so it should be the very first thing that people see when they log in. But we're 11 away. We gained one somewhere along the way. So yeah, we're 11 away from another. Sorry, we're 11 away from another jersey. So hopefully you guys get that soon. It's Marlon's ghost. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know, but it's behind my green screen. I'm about to find out what it is, but hopefully it wasn't important. I hope it was Sandy's room and not mine. So we'll find out. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Stay safe and join us tomorrow's little mini draft as we break down a single division. So
all right.
Thanks for watching. Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.